It's enough to make a man sick. Sweet blood. Oh, look at that. Okay. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. Oh! Oh, the comeback. You love a comeback show. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain J. And tonight we have a very special treat for you. One of my favorite decks, one of my favorite types of builds. I like Selesnya, believe it or not. You wouldn't think, oh, Jay, you're Jay Villain. No, Selesnya is a really good color combo. Really solid. It's the flip side of the Golgari. I do like green, and I do like white. And I like this Big McLarge Huge. So leave a comment if you understand that reference. That one's pretty obscure. So what are we talking about with Big McLarge Huge? We are talking about Selesnya counters. Getting these creatures to massive, massive heights and comboing out with multiple creature hits. Going very aggro, very just really aggressive protection. And even doing a couple of invasions and stuff like that. It's going to be really cool. You're going to really like what you see here. Especially when we drop the angels. So, Big McLarge Huge, let's talk about it. Before we do that, I need you to do something for me. You know what I need you to do for me, guys, is tenderly press that like button. Gently press that subscribe button. It's right down there. The like and the subscribe button are right down there. And if you don't do them, though, you will be attacked by the like and subscribe, which, of course, is a YouTube werewolf with vicious Phyrexianized claws who will attack you for not liking and subscribing. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all the live streaming goodness. We would love to have you there live and in person every night about 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time. You can check out our Discord community. We'd love to have you there as well. Post your decks, ask questions, post memes, whatever you want is there. And, of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are available down below on my AetherHub. So if you want a copy of this deck for your very own, follow that link down below and you will find it. So what are we talking about with Selesnya counters? Well, we're going to start with a good one drop here, which is Hopeful Initiate. 1/2 training one drop. This was a very big card in the meta for a while. It kind of went away. And it's kind of back. I really like it comboing out here. Why? Because it has a certain thing called training. Whenever this creature attacks with another creature of greater power, put a 1/1 counter on it. We want that attack power to go up, and we want that automatic put of a training ability on it. So if it attacks with anything with a 2 power or higher, it gets its own 1/1. Then, of course, remove 2+1/+1 counters from among creatures you control. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Very useful when playing against enchantments. Artifacts, obviously, having that ability to take them off of anything and just automatically play that and hit enchantments. Super useful, great one drop. So now we're going to talk about protection. I'm splitting the difference between Tamiyo's Safekeeping and Gaia's Gift. Now, you might say, Jay, you're kind of, you're cutting it down the middle there. Isn't that kind of taking away from one to the other? It kind of is, but I can't make up my mind. I'm going to put some in the sideboard here. They're both common, so you should be able to get them. The reason that I'm splitting the difference in the protection cards is Tamiyo's is faster. It's only 1 green, and if you're playing a heavy removal deck, if you're especially best at 3 guys, if you know you're getting hit with removal very fast and you need to play it more frequently, this is your guy. Indestructible and hexproof. This is your guy to absolutely protect your cards as quick as possible. However, with Gaia's Gift, what are you doing with this? This gives you a 1/1 counter on target creature. It gains reach, trample, hexproof, and indestructible. So you get a bigger suite of items. You don't get that life, but the 1/1 counter can trigger a ton of triggers. It can actually be way more than +1. It can actually be up to +3. You can snag somebody out of the air with reach, and of course hit that trample over. So you kind of have to make the decision. You want Tamiyo's, you want Gaia's. Have them both, my best of 3 dudes. So now we're going to talk about removal. We talked about protection. I have Destroy Evil in here. It's a common. It destroy target creature with toughness 4 or greater. We really only need to get rid of some of the bigger guys, or we destroy target enchantment. I've been really frustrated with enchantments lately. That's why I'm going after them. Really, any kind of destroy or exile is going to be fine. I don't really want to run an exile. Valorous Stance is not bad either if you want to run also a little bit more protection. That's not something wrong put in there. And if you want to put more Fateful Absence for more direct removal instead of a Destroy Evil, that's good too. But you're going to need at least 4 cards of removal. You may consider 5. Now we're talking about vampires. Now we're talking about the 1/1 counters, about building up here. Dusk Legion Duelist. I like this card. I like her with her crazy Joker blood smile. We sailed Ixalan, guided by a promise, the age of ever-flowing blood. No machine will take that from us. She is a pirate vampire, and she's doing it. Vampire Soldier, actually not a pirate. 1 white and 1, 2/2 Vigilance, which is already pretty decent. Whenever 1 or more counters are put on Dusk Legion Duelist, draw a card. This ability triggered only once each turn. So we're always we have a lot of abilities that are going to put a 1/1 counter on stuff. And this, with a 2/2 Vigilance, that's just getting bigger and bigger and letting you draw cards. I really like her for that. Plus, you know, I got a thing for vampires. Invasion of Gobakhan. This is a really kind of a sleeper battle here. I really like this one. Why? Because it's kind of protection all around. Protection and lockout. 1 white and 1. A battle siege with 3 counters on it. When Invasion of Gobakhan enters the battlefield, look at target opponent's hand, which is already very good to just see everything they have in their hand. You may exile a non-land card from it for as long as that card remains in exile. Its owner may play it. A spell cast this way costs 2 more to cast. So we're talking about something here, guys, that we're going to lock out their best card on turn 2 or 3. That's going to be frustrating. Then if we flip Light Shield, we flip it to Light Shield Array by only doing 3 damage to it, which is pretty easy. At the beginning of your end step, put a 1/1 counter on each creature that attacked this turn. If you have a whole phalanx of people attacking, everybody's going to get the boost. And then, of course, sacrifice Light Shield Array. Creatures you control gain hexproof and indestructible until the end of turn. Having that trump card in your pocket, having that on the back end, that enchantment, you have an instant speed, sacrifice an enchantment, any board wipe, any targeted thing that they're trying to do, it's just going to fail. The Light Shield Array blocks it all. So really, really useful card to have in your tool chest there. We talked about Gaia's Gift. Now we're talking about Ozolith. The Ozolith is doing what it does. I remember the Ozolith looking different. He's kind of small here. He's kind of doing crazy stuff. Ozolith, the Shattered Spire. 1 green and 1 legendary artifact. If 1 or more 1/1 counters would be put on artifact or creatures you control, that many plus 1 are put. So if they would put 2 on it, you get 3. If you would put 4, you get 5. 1 is 2. Then, of course, it has the ability of 1 green and 1 tap. Put a 1/1 counter on target artifact or creature you control. And you also have the lovely ability, why I have 3 of them in here, is that you can cycle it. So if you got too many of these guys, throw them away, throw 1 away, go for something else. That's not only the 1/1 enhancement we're going to be doing. Here we go with Botanical Brawler. I think it's a callback on one of those lovely callback arts to the Centaur. What's the Centaur that did something similar to this? I thought this was a Phyrexian at first because he looks so spiky and crazy, but no, it's an Elemental Warrior. 1 green and 1, 0/0, Trample. Already looking good. Botanical Brawler enters the battlefield with 2 1/1 counters on it. Whenever 1 or more counters are put on another permanent you control, if that's the first time a 1/1 counter has been put on it, put a 1/1 counter on a permanent this turn, put a 1/1 counter on Botanical Brawler. So as other creatures get bigger, this guy gets bigger. So if you do something like beef up Dusk Legion Zealot, or you do Ozolith for somebody else, this gets a +1/+1. If you have Ozolith out, he gets +2/+2. And don't forget, Ozolith, if that many 1/1 counters would be put, it gets +1. This actually comes in at 3/3 if you have Ozolith. So Botanical Brawler, hard to beat when you're doing Selesnya enchantments, and we're talking about Trample, so this thing's going to get really, really big out of control. They're going to try to kill it, that's why you run protection on it. And it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. I like to combo it, the 1 for Hopeful Initiate and Botanical Brawler, because on turn 3, when we swing in with both, Hopeful Initiate is a 1, this is a 2, that gets a 1/1 counter, that gets a 1/1 counter. Everybody gets bigger on the attack when you do 5 damage right away, even trampling. Kami of Whispered Hopes. Another one that's kind of sleeping under the radar here. Another 1/1 counter enhancer, just like the Ozolith. 1 green and 2 1/1. If 1 or more 1/1 counters are put on permanent, that many +1 are put on instead. This will stack with the Ozolith. So if you have both of them out, you put down Botanical Brawler. Guess what? It's a 4/4 right away. It's a spirit. If one or more and of course you add X mana of any one color, where X is Kami of Whispered's Hope power. So if you're doing things to make this bigger, basically putting Ozolith, you could make this a 3/3. You get 3 mana of any color. That is a huge amount of ramp. That is a humongous amount of ramp for slowly growing this thing bigger and bigger and bigger. And of course, a crazy amount of just booning out, just increasing the total amount of counters you have. Invasion of Moag. I actually really like this one too, and this one is only an uncommon too. One green, 1 white, and 2. When Invasion of Moag enters the battlefield, 1/1 counter each creature you control. Obviously, that will trigger multiple cascading effects with Ozolith, Kami, Botanical. Everything will get more stuff. Really effective for putting down a siege. It's a 5. You have to do 5 damage. Then you get the Bloom Wielder Dryads, which is a 3/3 Dryad with Ward 2. At the beginning of your end step, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Pretty solid. If you don't want to put that down, you say it's too expensive, I understand, but it's really good. We're going to bring on the high end here the Boonbringer Valkyrie. This can finish a game off for you. These 2 last ones, Clay Champion and Boonbringer, 2 white and 3 backup, flying, first strike, and lifelink. What does backup mean? That's a new ability. It means that somebody gets a 1/1 counter, which is, again, you've heard me say counter a million times. They also get all of the abilities listed below. So when this thing hits the battlefield, somebody gets +1/+1, flying, first strike, and lifelink. So if you're sending in a Botanical Brawler that's humongous, it gets +1. All the other bonuses it's going to get, flying, first strike, and lifelink, that could finish the game on turn 5 right there for your pleasure right there. Boonbringer Valkyrie, absolutely bringing the heat right there. It only gets it when it comes in, but it's still, of course, going to be a 4/4 flying, first strike, and lifelink forever. It permanently keeps those abilities, so you're not losing that. So you're still getting a 4/4 flying, first strike, lifelink for that 5-drop. Then the big boy, the workhorse, the big machine, Clay Champion. This guy is going to bring the heat. A 4-drop 2/2 artifact creature construct. He is a 4-drop of any color. Here's what's different about him. Clay Champion enters the battlefield with 3 1/1 counters for each 2 forest spent on it. When Clay Champion enters the battlefield, choose up to 2 other target creatures you control. For each 2 white spent to cast Clay Champion, put a 1/1 counter on each of them. So basically, he can come in as a 5/5, and if you have 2 white and 2 green, he comes in as a 5/5, and he gives 2 other creatures +1/+1 across the board. Again, Botanical Brawler will trigger again for that. Kami and Ozolith will make those even bigger. Wow. And of course, he has the X ability in his name. So if you have something like Kami of Whispered Hope, and you can pay 4 green off that, and you can pay 4 green from your mana, you can pay 4 green and 4 white and just spread it all over the place and just come in massively huge with Clay Champion. Just crushingly huge with it. So the more mana you have, the more you can sink in it and make it even more deadly. 8 plains, 8 forests, 2 brushlands, 2 overgrown farmland, and 2 razor verge thickets. We kind of want to split the difference between the high drops and the low drops. Don't want to do too much pain lands. I don't have that much life gain, so I'm a little hesitant to hurt myself too much there. This is a standard deck, 2.4 average, a little bit more white than green. I've never really had an issue of mana. You could auto balance it out if you want. 21 creatures altogether, a little bit of spread of everything here. 8 instants, 4 artifacts, 4 battles, 24 lands, all things considered. We have our lovely Selesnya backs on there and our silly little guy Might Pet right there. Sideboard, of course, like I said, you could do a variety of things. You could also consider, people are going to say, Jay, what about Kodama? What about Kodama? Yeah, you could put Kodama the Westry in here. I don't mind. I've never really had an issue with Trample. I kind of just always kind of keep swinging in and hitting harder and harder and harder. Some of our stuff already has Trample. So we don't really need it, but it is very effective. It is very effective at Kodama. So yeah, I know you're already typing fast at me in the comments. Kodama, where is he? Where is he? There he is. So that's what we're looking at there. Again, if you're running into a lot of removal, maybe switch to Tamiyo's. You could throw Kodama. You could throw different types of removal in. That's what we're looking like right there. What would you add? What would you change? Am I forgetting something? I really like this one. We are ripping up. We're pushing on Diamond 2 with this one. We're going to make our assault on Mythic maybe with this one. It's that powerful. Here we go. There you go. Oh, no soul transfer in this one. Yeah, it doesn't fit in. I don't want to run Abzan again. Here we go. Let's run Big McLarge Huge. Again, like the video, leave a comment, tell me what you think. And if you're not subscribed, well, you're not part of the villains, are you? Here we go. And I looked as he opened the 6th seal, and he said, "Come and see." And I looked and saw. Added some salty cards. You'll be glad when I thought you would love Invoke Despair, Trex. You think it ruined black? That's a bold statement. That's a rich, bold statement that finishes smooth. Okay, very nice. Okay, let's do that one. Any deck with black has to run 4 copies of it. Not necessarily. I mean, I don't. You know. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a Rakdos Chandra Invoke. That's pretty good. You got to kind of ramp a little bit, but, you know. Yeah, any deck you encounter in the wild. I mean, it's such a good card. I mean, what are you supposed to do? You know, that's the question. Is when something strange is in the neighborhood, who are you going to call? Invoke Hussy, you know? Guess who's gonna be real fucking salty? Watch this. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Depop. He can't not do it. He can't not run the Depop. King Darien? Nope, that ain't gonna be it, Chief. Oh. Oh. Oh, negative 26. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. That's a shame. Negative 26 is... Oh, yeah. Oh, you like that, Trexodactyl? You're a fan? Yeah, it I know you like things that get out of control, like insane. I know that's kind of your brand. When something just goes out of control crazy. That's kind of what you're about. That's what you be about. Ooh. I'm not sure about this one. I'm going to keep it because I feel like I can build into it. Uh-oh. It's red, folks. It's red. I don't think he's allowed to have those. I think we talked about that. Drift Ronin, how you doing? The driftiest of all Ronins. So drifty. How's your parts? You back to moving around? Oh, it's Felden Roan. Here he comes, everyone. Watch out for Felden Roan, guys. Alright, here we go. We're going to do Clay Champ. Pay 0. Confirm 0. Double pay. Take the damage. Pop. Schlop. Schlop. Pop. Pop. If you think that I'm going to let you get a bunch of cards, you got another thing coming. Honey, you got a big storm coming. Marr. How you doing, Marr? You doing all right? Moag. All right, fantastico. What's that? This is going to be 12? Yeah, he just said no thank you. Been free. you've been moving pretty freely for about 4 weeks at minimum. Okay, all right. Have you feeling better? I mean, you able to eat and drink? I mean, what's life like? What's your Mar? I can't believe you didn't know that Mar was a joke, like a well-known joke of a name. So are you allowed to ever drink again, or is it not allowed to like have alcohol? Like, is that banned? Is it just out and out like, nah, it's not gonna happen? This is not good. We need something better than that. That's a little better. We can drop an extra Hopeful Initiate. Like, personally, if they're like, you can never have alcohol again, I'd be like, oh, that's too bad, and then probably never think about it again. Like, I don't really care. Yeah, listen, I run Selesnya, man. Selesnya counters is I'm shockingly good at Selesnya counters. Let's try Dusk Legion Zealot. I figured. I mean, I honestly, if they told me no alcohol. No, you cannot borrow my credit card numbers, no. Joey's trying to hit me with that, I lost my phone number, can I have yours trick, except it's not phone number, it's credit cards. Maz the Hunter. He is the hunter, ladies and gentlemen. He hunts. And what he hunts, he kills. Built Bant soldiers and it's a banger. A Bant soldier banger. Interesting. Bant soldier banger. Alright, fantastico. Let's do that. And destroy target enchantment. Might get slowed down here. This is the second red. I don't know if we're going to get as lucky as we previously got. He should not be blocking. Yep, he's got me. He's got me! A little bit too much. We are a little slow on the removal. If we don't drop the immediate removal, and if they just burn us out, immediately, we're gonna be in bad shape. But I mean, them's the breaks when dealing with red. I mean, they burn you out or they don't burn you out. But when they're running 1 or 2 removal cards, when they're running literally 1 or 2 burn removal cards every turn, I can't get a creature-based deck on the board, you know. Elspeth looking like the Emperor of Mankind there. That's pretty cool. This is a bad hand. That's a much better one. So let's keep 6. Ooh, that's I'll toss that. I'll toss that. Razor Gorge, stick it. Buggerman, 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 if he drops the Cleric right now, he's going to do Refiends it for him, and he's going to connive. I met a man while going to connive, and this man had 7 wives. Each wife had 7 sons. Each son had 7 sacks. Each sack had 7 cats. How many people did I meet while going to connive? We're going to do Gaia's Gift after we hit training. Push, pop. There you go. He's just going to say pop, pop. All right. Okay, Cathar. Fantastico. Who's he going to try to Cathar out? It doesn't matter who he tries to Cathar out, because I'm going to do that. He's going to swing that in. I'll gladly take that. Happily take that. We have that. We go there. Schlingo, 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 Schlingo. Growth, growth, growth. And he is wondering where it all went wrong. Where did it all go wrong, ladies and gentlemen? Where did it all go wrong? Pop, pop, pop. Alright. Let's see here. What is he going to put down? The Lunarch Vet. Okay. Destroy target creature 4 more. Destroy target enchantment. He might try to lock out. No, he's not going to lock out. You've been having no luck with Gruul Dinos? Gruul Dinos absolutely just devastated people. Like, I was hurting people in a bad way with Gruul Dinos, man. I was hurting people. There we go. Let's see what he's got here. He's just going to say, alright, no thank you. Fantastico. Drift, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Gruul Dinos was punishing people, bro. Okay, that's very nice there. Oh, we're making some diamond progress. Making some diamond progress. We're diamond 3. Can we get to diamond 1 in 2 or 3 days and then make the last mad dash to Mythico? Oh my goodness. That's terrible. Are you using mine? Or are you using another are you using a different unsecured version of it? Listen, sometimes it's your turn in the barrel. Have I flipped a Tali? Yeah, I did flip a Tali. They quit. Flipping a Tali is one of those things where people go, all right, that was a fun game. I'm going to see you later. Until next time. Oh, man, listen. I've had my time in the barrel, dude. I can run the best mono black thing, and I just get punched in the mouth. It's really bad. Like, no attacks. Okay, Clay Champion, and maybe we'll get Boonbringer in there. I'm just gonna take the 3. Pop. Did you miss a drop? Evolve Sleeper. My turn. So let's do Brushlands. Let's do Clay Champ. Clay Champ absolutely fucking crushes this deck, by the way. He might do Force Removal there. He might do a cut down. He's out of cut down range. Schwingo. Pop. All right. And if we can get Boonbringer Valkyrie, we're in business. He can't use his... Yeah, you can use Fateful Absence on that. That's fine. Nope, he's going to say no thank you. So, good idea there to hold back on that. But we got another one right here. So let's do that. Let's hit the Swingo. Let's hit that. We're going to need to get a mana. I mean, if we get a mana, 40% chance we Boonbringer him. Oop. And, of course, the desync is going to come get us here. Naturally. Naturally. And the game just booted me out. Right when I was about to win. So how's the games been, Quarantine? Hey, what's up, Never on Curve? Exile Kratos, Gothic Gringo, Jarwolf, Oh Janivoy, Berserken, would you like to making fuck Berserken? My love for you is... Oh, God, Mono Red. Mono Red is so boring. Oh, my God. It's so boring, guys. Isaac Hayes, yeah. Unfortunately, he was a Scientologist, and they made him quit. All these fucking... Look at that. Loaded with... I'm going to have to change that. I'm going to have to not have so many Destroy Evils. I was just running into a lot of enchantments. He's going to burn it out. Yep. Yeah, this is fucking gotta stop. This shit has gotta stop. Alright. If I get a mana, I might be able to make it. I got Boonbringer Valkyrie, but I don't think that's gonna work. Like it really is 50% of the meta right now is red. It's really fucked up. Alright, let's see if I can get it. Land? Nope, it's a Dusk Legion Zealot. Which means that I'm pretty much dead here. I got Invasion of Maug. He's probably got a direct burn. Got a Reckless Impulse right there. Alright, if this is a land... Oh, it's a land. Oh, it's that sweet music. Oh, it sings to me. Oh, it's enough to make a man sick. Sweet blood. Oh, look at that. Okay. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. Oh! Oh, the comeback. You love a comeback story. That's why you want an angel. I bet that guy's crying because that angel deserved to die, he's probably thinking. That's probably what he's thinking. Sweet blood. Keep. We can start with Overgrown Farmland and go to a white for Dusk Legion. Unfortunately, meta removal is the name of the game right now. I always say, I said, listen guys, if you're not running heavy removal, you're not doing it right. I wish I could tell you different. If you're not, you know, I wish I could tell you, hey, you can do whatever you want. You can be whoever you want to be. I wish things were like that, but bro, they're not. You have my Iconoclast. Push them both in. We're gonna do this. Okay. We're gonna do this. No attacks. Miglaw's Maze Crusher. Very nice. He's a cool guy. I think we gotta lose one of them. We gotta offset that damage. Or do we want to kill Miglaw's Maze Crusher? Yeah, let's kill Miglaw's Maze Crusher. Yeah, let's do that first. Pop. It's coming in tapped. Kimono. Okay. Hit. Big hit there for him. Let's do that. So we can do this. Bushlands. We can do destroy toughness 4 more. Oof. We can do swingo bingo. There you go. Well, if we don't have a special treat tonight. It is in fact the cynical criminal, in case you were wondering. We will pop him. Dusk Legion Zealot. Got a fresh one. Botanical Claws. Very nice. Put that down. I'm working on it, man. I got a lot of stuff going on. Evolve Spinoderm, and he's out of there. Tricon's Juice Isopod. Okay, I got a really good verse. Let me tell you this cipher I've been working on. It starts with one thing. I don't know why. It doesn't really matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to explain in due time all I know. You think that's a pretty good one? I wrote that myself. Nobody else wrote that. It's really me. If anybody tries to say that I didn't write it, that's not true. Lime is a powerful drink. Oh, that's pretty funny. All right, let's try to get Overwolf working again here. All right, let's get back into it. Thank you for subbing, Mercurio. Welcome back. Time for chess. I'm almost finished here. I've almost got everything I need out here. AetherHub is not working, which is really upsetting me. Because not for the card list, but I need to track my wins and losses. That's super important. Overgrown Farmland. Let's do Duelist. Gulliver. Do Spectral Brawl. Let's do Botanical Brawler there. Maybe a removal, maybe a counter spell. Yeah, counterspell. We did not hit the land drop. If we don't hit this land drop, I'm scooping. I'm done. Oh, well, we got that. If that's another counterspell. Alright, if we don't hit this land drop, I'm out of here. I'm gonzo. And we're still not working here with AetherHub. It's still fucking not working. Which is a pain in my ass. Okay, Wraith Verge Thicket. At least we have that. Check out this. Check out that link. You go to AetherHub and you get MTGA Assistant by AetherHub. That's what I use, except it's not working right now. Cruelty to Gix. Alright, so he discarded Jinja Taxis. Oh, okay. Let's do Invasion of Amonkhet. Let's make sure you can't play that. Yeah, if you're on the draw, yeah. I've heard that if they have a red and they immediately drop Ravagan, they're gonna run you. They're gonna run you like a river. Luna Nick. I mean Liliana. Not Luna Nyx. Luna Nyx is our friend. Is she gonna force sacrifice? She sure is.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Ooh, that was a mistake. I know he wanted a res. Maybe he can res. I don't know. He might have a different kind of res. But I think he fucked that up. Moment of truth. And yeah, he fucked that up. There we go. All right. We need 25 cents, so let's run one more for us right there. We need 25 cents. That's it. To get our next packety pack. We need a nickel. We need a quarter. I go first, not bad. I've heard Aftermath is not very good. I in no way looked at any potential leaks. I didn't do that. In case you're listening to my videos, Wizard of the Cokes, I, for one, would never look at a leak. And I've heard through the grapevine, but I've heard people who may or may not have seen leaks that it's not a very good set. Bloodtide Harvester. Let's do that. Holy crap, it's going for $70. Some going for $200. Wow. Oh, look, Grixis. Who would have ever thought Grixis on the ladder? Oh, look, Grixis Reanimator. I would have never thought that somebody would do something like that. You think he's going to hit Reanimator with all this shit in his graveyard? Think that's what he might be doing, guys? With super powerful cards loaded into his graveyard? I don't know. I can't tell. Lord save me from slow players. So he's going to load his graveyard with even more powerful cards. Then he's going to try to run the top deck right there. Invasion of Amonkhet. He's going to load that in there. Discard a card. We'll discard that one. So he's going to want to swing in on it to try to capture. This will come into play as a ultra version. Might have a removal, might have a counter spell here. Nope, he does not. Hit. Bank Buster. There we go. See if we can't squint. Hey, what's up, USG delivery? 100% overnight guaranteed. Burn. Yep. Burn. No, he's gonna Swift Spirit. Okay. And then burn. No, we're not gonna do that. Then burn. We're gonna wait. Whoops. Got a little greedy. Got a little greedy, friend. Try to go over too much. He's gonna try to burn this on my guy's gifted. There you go. There you go. Vidovakine, dragons, I'm not over keen. I'm slicing through them like I'm slicing through an aubergine. Alright, yeah. My man got a little greedy there. Man got a little too big for his britches there. He tried to go too fast. Hey, there's our quarter. We got a pack here to do. Alright. Let's grab it, boys. Grab that March of the Machine. Ooh, there we go. Okay. Ooh, Jury. And we get the Yargle and Murtani. Haven't done anything with them yet. Alright, not bad. Filling up the vault. This one's really just... We'll see. We'll see if we do this one. We'll see if this one comes up. Oh, man, that's not a very good opener. That's better. We'll drop that. Yodian Frontliner. Oof. Buff. Lay down arms, very nice. Gonna give me the life back on it. He missed his land drop there, weirdly enough. Let's put down Kamiya Whispered Hopes. That way we can pay a lot of things. Guardian of Throbbing. I'll take that pop. Okay, let's do that. Let's do Botanical Brawler. Let's do that. No attacks. And turn. We'll hold on to Guy's gift there in case he tries to do something slick. Yeah, he's going to do it. Let's do that. Let's do that. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, doing too much, dude. Wow. That was a loaded baked potato there. You're doing too much, man. You need to cool it. Alright, well. Oh, man. Okay. Well, we're going to leave it right there, guys. That was... I caught him slipping right there, man. Caught him slipping. Not bad, not bad. So we're leaving right there. Pretty good overall. Pretty good run on this one. Yeah, pretty good run on this one. Pushing up Diamond 3. I feel like I can hit Diamond 2 with this. I might go the distance with this, too. I'm probably going to sharpen it to a fine point and go the distance with it, because I really like playing it. Because when it goes off, big McLarge huge, it fucking hits. It slaps. So we're going to leave that one right there, guys. I've been Jay Villain. You've been great. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.